2012 is the celebration of the Moral Act, and it gives us an opportunity to refocus after what has been a pretty significant time of budget reduction for the institution. 15% last year, actually losing about 41% of our purchasing power from the state over the last 10 years. But we came through that really rocky period financially with a sound balance sheet and great momentum academically. And so now with the opportunity to continue to maybe grow in state support, continue our growth in research dollars that has been well above the average for the Big Ten, to be able to thank people and continue the work we're doing in philanthropy. It bodes well for Michigan State in 2012. Also, if you think about the values of Michigan State and the work we do, it's becoming more and more recognized around the world. And that's important for reputation building. It's also important to develop the multinational partnerships that will help to define the 21st century university. So in some ways, we were the prototype for the land-grant university being founded 7 years before the Moral Act. We were, with John Hanna's work, really the prototype for a global university well before people in marketing firms thought global was an essential characteristic of a university. And now I think we're going to be the prototype for the global university that still remains committed locally, is relevant locally, and at the same time we'll develop a network of very, very strong partnerships that will, I think, advance prosperity around the globe. We'll be opening the Broad Art Museum in April. It will get enormous attention around the world. Wells Hall, which was a site of many, many classes for undergraduate students, has undergone a major renovation, and that will be opening as a part of a activity that involved Morrill, Old Hort, and now they're bringing the language departments back together in Wells Hall. A new addition to plant and soil science will be open, and that's important because of our preeminence in plant science. Facilities are important in recruiting and retaining the best faculty. We're recognized around the world as the top handful of plant science programs, so that reflects the values of Michigan State. We have a major review for the facility for isotope beams that will occur in April. And it's a critical review that's called the authorization for CD2 in the Department of Energy language. And the preliminary review that happens midstream would suggest that we're well positioned to meet all the requirements for CD2. We have to be worried about the federal funding situation with the lack of agreement in Washington about how to handle things. It means that projects like FRIP are vulnerable, but we're going to continue to work very hard for that, because it's not only great science and world-cutting science that will position Michigan State for the next 30 years, but it's also important because if we can get authorization for CD2, that's when all of those construction jobs really ramp up. We've had some, but it's extraordinary, and we need that kind of work in Michigan. Spartans will, and no matter what the circumstances are, Spartans will make extraordinary contributions around the world. We'll continue to grow in quality and value for our students, and take that land-grant value of relevance and make sure that it's a marquee for Michigan State.